Well, speaking of mums, here we are taking that live look at Tryon Palace in downtown Newburgh. You can see some of the mums there lining the road headed into the palace, and nothing more than just a few high-level clouds working their way across the areas along Highway 17. We do have some clouds kind of coming from offshore here, a little bit more cloudiness, Ocracoke, Englehart, Swan Quarter, back in towards Lowland and Hoboken. But still, it's not all that bad, and you can see those showers offshore kind of try to dissipate as they come eastbound here. But again, I can't rule out a spotty sprinkle today or even tomorrow along the coastal areas here. Still dealing with those northeasterly winds, and that's going to be with us here for the next several days. We're also looking at those winds still kind of gusty along the coastal areas here. Wind gusts in excess of 20 to 25 miles an hour and still 15 to 20 for inland locations. Future track shows those stronger winds this morning do start to die down as we head late this afternoon into the evening hours for us here. In fact, some of the inland spots could go calm, and that could allow a little bit of light patchy ground fog to form early tomorrow morning. Mid 70s, that's kind of where we're sitting at right now with, again, not tracking much in the way of rainfall because we don't have a whole lot of clouds, especially west of Highway 17. Upper 70s, about average for this time of year. Back down into the 50s as we head overnight tonight, continuing on the cool side for us here. Notice that sunset time continuing to get closer and closer to about 6:45 for us here. So we've got that high off towards the north. You can see that moisture kind of coming back towards the coastal areas here all along the eastern seaboard. And that's why I say we can't completely rule out the chance of a mighty sprinkle coming our way to the area for us here. This high pressure, though, is going to be our dominant weather feature as we go through the weekend. And eventually it gets far enough offshore where you start to get a little bit more of an easterly wind coming towards us here. That will increase the humidity levels a little bit for us here as we head into early next week, but it'll also increase some of the temperatures as well. This by Wednesday into Thursday would be our next chance of any rainfall. We're keeping our eye on a couple areas in the tropics. We've got this area here off of Florida. Looks like that's probably going to go in towards the Gulf. We're also watching this one, and this one's now up to a 40% chance of development. Jerry would be the next name on the list, and I think by early to the middle of next week, we're going to be watching a tropical system head towards the islands. And of course, we'll have to figure out where it goes from there. So stay with us as we keep you updated. We're still in the height of the season for us here across eastern Carolina. Usually the height of the season runs to about October 15th. So we do see sunshine coming our way going through the weekend and lasting into the early part of next week before we get some of those showers around.